theatricality and deception. Powerful agents to the uninitiated, but we are initiated.
I'm super excited!
We find ourselves is due to our own actions or inactions. Because it is our own fault, we are the only ones who can change future events. Education seems to me to be a major part of the solution. The remaining part is the abolition of secrecy. Through ignorance or misplaced trust, we as a people have abdicated our role as the watchdog of our government. If we had done our jobs as citizens, we would never have reached this point. Most of us are completely ignorant as to even the most basic functions of our government. We have truly become a nation of sheep.
Well, I didn't know that.
The Illuminati? In Kingston, Pennsylvania? Are we serious right now? What is this? Unbelievable.
West and Schock revealed these findings in their documentary, the Egyptian authorities immediately banned them from continuing their research altogether. And the man responsible for getting them banned was this guy, Zahi Hawass.
I am Zahi Hawass.
When I do archaeology, you listen to me. Shut up! I don't want anyone to talk, or I will leave!
His official title is the Minister of Antiquities, but that basically just means that he's the spokesperson for what we're supposed to accept the history of ancient Egypt is. And in his words, West and Schock's research was nothing more than American hallucinations. This next part, I can't even make up. In 1996, a year after banning John Anthony West and Robert Schock from studying the Sphinx, a new $10 million project for digging the ground around the Sphinx was approved by the Egyptian government and was led by none other than Zahi Hawass himself. And to build up some hype around the project, they released a teaser video with the star Zahi Hawass entering tunnels under the Sphinx with not one mention of these American hallucinations. And the video showed Hawass entering the Sphinx through a hole which led down into an underground tunnel. And once inside, Hawass joyfully exclaimed on camera, "Even Indiana Jones will never dream to be here. Can you believe it? We are now inside the Sphinx in this tunnel. No one really knows what's inside this tunnel, but we are going to open it for the first time." And this is where the teaser ends, leaving many to wonder, what the heck did they find in that tunnel? Because 2 years after the project began, Hawass again reversed his position as he abruptly shut down the project and became adamant that there was absolutely nothing under the Sphinx.
Nothing is hidden underneath the Sphinx. What you believe, it's nonsense.
Going so far to even deny the existence of holes that go into the Sphinx altogether, which is kind of crazy because it's actually well documented that there are holes going into the Sphinx, like this hole on top of the head, which is currently sealed shut with concrete, or this hole covered by a block with a tunnel clearly leading under the Sphinx, and this hole on the back, which Zahi himself is on video looking down into. But when asked about these chambers, all he says is, "We already looked and there's nothing down there. It's probably a shaft that was put there by treasure hunters." Really? A useless shaft from low-life treasure hunters? Doesn't seem to add up to me. I mean, if this truly was the case, then why not at least show us some picture or video proof? Why block off the holes entirely and ban anyone else from going down there? And why, with so much evidence to the contrary, is it still accepted fact that the Sphinx was built 4,500 years ago?
We cannot sensibly accept the insistence of Egyptologists that the Sphinx is just 4,500 years old.
In the 90s, the rebuttal to any evidence suggesting otherwise was always,
if it was built by a civilization or a culture that much earlier, where is the other evidence of this culture? Show me any archaeological site that dates to this period.
Well, that got blown out of the water completely by the discovery of Göbekli Tepe.
Take a look at this rare, super slow motion video of Flight 175 that hit the South World Trade Center tower on 9/11/2001. Take a really close look, because there are two impossibilities I'm going to show you here. This video was allegedly shot by Michael Herzakani, a diamond merchant based in Los Angeles, California. The first impossibility is a real airplane couldn't have sliced through a building with a steel facade with reinforced concrete flooring and 47 steel support beams. A jet's wing can't slice through a steel building like a hot knife through butter. But that's the story the news media wants us to believe, and most people are still believing this hoax. But the second impossibility is in plain sight. In fact, I can't believe it took me over 12 years to see. Let me show you a still of this video. I've highlighted a building that's clearly behind the South World Trade Center tower. Yet when we pay close attention to the video, Flight 175's wing should appear in front of the building, not behind it. This is a layering CGI glitch, and this proves that this video, which was seen all over the world, over and over and over again, year after year, is a CGI rendering. Thus, it's not an amateur witness video. It's a fake. And this is one of many, many faked videos put out by the news media.
All eyes.
What's up, fam? You see these statues right here, right? Look at them good. And look at this. They are putting Egypt together. Look at him sawing. But what is it that he's sawing? Check out this face right here. This guy's just filming this. Check this out. Look. Look at that. They're carrying the face. They're putting the Egyptian faces on. This is the quarry where they make it. Look, they're carrying the artwork that they made. We thinking this is ancient. Look, they put it on the walls. They done drew all this up. All of this. Look at them as they cut through the rocks. Look at that. Cutting it. Placing it. Got you thinking this is ancient. Ain't nothing ancient. Look at that. Is Egyptian writing even old? Look at the quarry. Look at this. You know? Look at her feet. This is why I say history is false. Look at them cutting it out. Putting it all together. Most of our history is a fabricated lie. Look at this. Look, they're carrying it. They done made it. Them to making the dirt. This is who they say we are. This is what his story looked like. His story is going to give you the image. They're putting on the face and telling you it's ancient. Look at the left. Egypt, Luxor, 1890.
New York City just put this statue up over their Manhattan courthouse. They say it's the first time they have a statue of a woman above the courthouse. That doesn't exactly look like a woman to me. Most women have arms, and they don't have hair shaped like ram's horns. But it does remind me of something else. This demonic-looking statue that happens to be in Oklahoma, along with this one that's at the Oklahoma Capitol, and this one that's at the Capitol in Arkansas. This whole story is weird, Booshkies.